Musicality Mondays, Litty Mondays, Litty Mondays. With Jazicality Mondays, Litty Mondays, Litty Mondays. I know you were looking for something, maybe you'll find it right here, baby.
A Make Your Own Trophy Records production. Last time on Musicality Mondays. Hi everyone, welcome back to Musicality Mondays. I'm your host, Jazicality, and thank you so much for watching on the podcast platforms. Thank you for watching if you're right here on the YouTube channel. Recently, I have made hoodies for this show, so go check them out. They're going to be down below in the description, and I'd love it if you check it out. There's one version with flowers and another version without, so pick the one you want. We have a very special guest. He is a producer. He's a musician. He plays multiple different instruments. We have David Smith, everyone.
Hello, thank you for having me. This is a really dope opportunity. I love what you're doing with this platform. My flight left for London is when I got the official, all right, you're in. Here's the visa information. Here's all this stuff you need to know. Flight info's in here, all that. Here's an MP3 of the entire show. Here's all the songs separate with like all the cues and everything. And I was like, oh man, what did I just get myself into? Right?
Oh, wow, yeah.
And I actually documented, I realized I never posted it, but like I actually documented my entire like rehearsal process.
Oh.
And so I like that night I just started documenting. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna listen through this show for the first time. And I listened to it and I was like, what did I just get myself into? I heard this arrangement and I was like, oh my God, like this is tough. This is really difficult. And I was like in the clip, I was like doubting myself. I was like, okay, am I actually gonna be able to pull this off or whatever? and then now the video, if you want to hear the arrangement, it's the one that's on my page, and where it's like it's showing me rehearsing and shows me in the stadium and everything. And so you also told me that there's not going to be any rehearsals because it's technically the middle of the tour run.
That's what I was going to ask you, because I'm like, how do you do something like this? So
yeah, so there's no rehearsals at all. And so that also added pressure. It didn't help that the week before I got the call, I had a dream that I was at the O2 Arena. Meanwhile, I can't remember if I had looked up a picture of the arena or not, but it looked dang near exactly like how the stage looked from backstage when I was there. And I had a dream that I had a panic attack that I didn't like because I didn't learn all the music. And I was just like, oh my God. Right? So it's not a joke. No.
Every time you say I have a dream, it was like Martin.
off the camera inside joke. But I had that dream and I was like, man, I feel like that motivated me even more to like really learn the music, so I wouldn't have to have a panic attack right before we go on stage or anything.
Because that sucks. Because like, why?
Yeah.
I
don't even like. I don't get panic attacks or anything
really?
like that. So that's why I was like, oh, okay, this is serious. I really need to learn this music. And so, but yeah, I started learning all the music. Took it day by day. I came up with a schedule for each day. It's like, all right, this day I'm gonna go through. I was taking like 5 songs a day. Like I even asked the MD, I was like, hey, what was your like rehearsal process like? And he's like, oh yeah, we were just going over like a couple songs each day and then eventually run through everything. I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna just do something similar to that.
That's perfect.
So I started out with the songs that I arranged because I was like, okay, it'll probably be easiest to remember but learning or actually making the arrangement and learning it are two different things, because it's just like, okay, when you're creating it, it's like, all right, you just play it and then you're done. You don't have to worry about it ever again. But now it's like you have to go back and relearn it, and you have to relearn all the stuff you did, and it's like, okay, cool. And then you have to learn how to approach it on 4 different keyboards and all that.
That part.
And so so there's that. But I made like a little makeshift setup in my basement and everything, and it ended up working out really well. But then so I started out with the songs I knew, and then I think the second day I did all the songs that I thought were really difficult, and then I just kept learning songs as the days went on, and eventually I had the whole set down, and then eventually it was time to get ready to leave. So I had to pack all my stuff, and I left to go to London, and it was a 9-hour flight. They brought out food and everything. I was like, oh, airplane food, okay. There were some things that were good, some things that were just okay. But I grew up like enjoying the school lunch at my elementary school.
Me too.
So I was like, that's not too bad. So yeah, like I'm okay with okay food. Yeah,
bland, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. Like I can deal with it. So yeah, I dealt with that food. But oh my God, this was the most intense jet lag I ever experienced in my life. Like it was my flight left at like 5 and it landed at 7 a.m. in Europe.
Oh my God. So 5 a.m., 7 a.m.
Yeah. No, it was an 8-hour flight going there.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're 6 hours ahead of us.
Fuck me up.
Math. But
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then and I just remember that first day checking into the hotel, and the rest of the band got there that same day as well, and we were going around the mall. I just remember being extremely tired. Like at any point during the day, like I could have, like if I closed my eyes for like 10 seconds, I would have been gone. I would have been asleep. Like I was that tired the entire day.
It's just so funny because I saw you posting on your story.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're like, I'm on top of the world. You're like, I need to go to sleep.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I was so tired that day. And then it was nice to just, just be on the opposite. No, not nice, but it was weird to be on the opposite side of the road. Just being on the left and then you just freaked out by everything. It's like, it's pretty confusing. But, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we were just going around the mall because I think some of them were picking up some clothes or whatever for the show. And, I just remember being really tired. We went and got some ice cream or something after. Still super tired. But I just remember that everybody's saying, just try to stay up till like 10 and then you'll be good. I was like, all right, cool. 10 o'clock, went straight to sleep. Next day I woke up still tired.
Dang.
Right. And still really tired. And but around 5 o'clock, we actually had like a team meeting with like the artist and like a couple other people. We had like the dance group Quick Style. They were there, and because they were going to be performing with us on one of the songs at the O2 Arena show. Yeah, that was our rehearsal. We didn't even go through the whole show. It was literally just like a change they made in one of the songs and how the dancers were going to dance with it or whatever. Okay. And so that was when I got to meet the artist for the first time. And yeah, really cool guy, very chill. Yeah, I love when artists are just like, cool people. Yeah. So yeah, he's definitely a cool person and a joy to be around for sure.
That's awesome.
Along with the rest of the band as well. They were all Toronto based. The entire band was, I also didn't know that there was going to be like 2 keyboardists. Cause like I saw like in Toronto, in the Toronto show that there was 2, but I didn't know if it was just going to be me there. So then when I saw the other guy was going to be there, I was like, okay, thank God. Because I was like, how am I going to cover all these parts? So I practiced it like I was playing all the parts. It was crazy.
Oh, kudos to you because
I had to do a little bit less. And I was like, oh, okay, sweet. And so
you guys were in sync looking too. Sorry.
What did you say?
You guys were pretty in sync. Like,
oh, yeah.
You looked in sync.
We're locked in.
As
we love to say as musicians. But yeah, so it was let me think. We had Stucky on the guitar, and we had Sandy playing keys. We had Icky, the DJ, super cold producer and DJ. And then we had Sean, the MD, on the drums, and Jamal on the bass. And yeah, it was really cool. The other cool thing that I like about them is that they all were involved in the production of a lot of Karan's songs as well. Okay. So it was definitely really meaningful for them as well to see the songs that they produced, like to be able to perform them in front of thousands of people live. Yeah. And so I think that was a really wonderful experience for them as well. because they had already done they'd already done 3 shows in Canada, like across Canada, before the UK tour.
Cool.
But anyway, so yeah, we do the meeting, and around 5:00, my jet lag was just gone. Right,
It's gone.
like it was just gone. Like I just
AM
felt
or
normal.
PM?
PM.
Okay.
PM, yeah. And I remember documenting. I was like, "Oh, my first call time on tour." It's like, "All right, we're going to this meeting, and everything was cool." But then, yeah, the next day was the show day at the O2 Arena. This is my first ever tour. I'm going overseas, no rehearsals, and now I'm setting up. And we're walking into the O2, getting all the keyboards set up, along with the backline tech that was there. And there's this guy named Davil who was like he was definitely like Irish. For sure. He had a heavy accent and everything. He was really cool. And he helped me get all my keyboards set up, and then eventually we had sound check. They had like food for us in the back and everything.
Nice.
It was really cool. And then even before that, one thing about the O2 Arena is backstage they have a bunch of like posters and stuff from like people that have performed there and whatnot. I was just going through all the ones. I was like, man, I thought I remembered hearing about like a Prince section, or like a thing dedicated to Prince.
Yeah.
And
a shrine.
Yeah, something. Or like
it sounds kind of
like a poster thing like everybody else. And then I was like, I couldn't find it. As I'm walking to the main stage, there is a gigantic shrine, as you call it, dedicated to Prince. That was about like maybe from this speaker to the middle of that drum set.
That's incredible.
Large. Talking about the 21 sold out shows that he performed
21.
at the O2 in a row.
Wow.
I believe it was. And so they just had like this whole entire thing dedicated. It was like, that's like, I just felt like really proud to just be from where I'm from,
Yeah.
like just be from the cities. And it's just like, man, like that's so inspiring. It's like he came from the same region that I came from. And I think that was really dope. So I was taking pictures by it and everything. And so then we did our sound check, and that was my rehearsal.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like that was crazy. Like we did sound check, and then we all just kind of chilled for a while in the green room, and then boom, it was showtime. I had no panic attack.
That's great.
Before the show.
Yeah.
It went really well. The videos that are on my page are all from that first show. And
that's really awesome.
I made sure to nail that arrangement that I was struggling with. And I remember once we got past that, I was like, all right, I can relax now.
Yeah.
Made it past the tough part. But man, like one thing that the MD was talking was like, yo guys, like remember, like this is not normal. Just like, because even coming from like Toronto, and Toronto has a really dope music scene, by the way.
Cool.
But like being able to play at the O2 Arena itself, like that's a legendary arena. That's like Madison Square Garden of Europe.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And like just being able to play there at a sold out show is not a normal thing to do.
It's not.
So like just being able to do that was just insane. And like I feel like I have this epiphany every week, and I'm just like, yo, I played at the O2 Arena.
You can like hear it even when you're
at the age of 23, like from Minnesota.
Yeah.
People like that doesn't happen to people my age here very often. So it's just like, just be able to have that experience is just like, yo, like you can still be successful and do big shows even from here.
Absolutely.
It's like you just there's so many different ways to get your foot into the door. For me, it was my arranging and my program and all that stuff, and that was able to open the door for me to be able to do this opportunity. Like I would have never imagined myself doing that tour at the beginning of the year, like at all.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever imagined myself playing at the O2 Arena, or like being even being capable of playing at the O2 Arena. you know.
Yeah, how does
like
it feel
for like
to,
a headlining artist, you know.
How did you I mean, you know, like, yeah, do you feel like you can do anything now, you know?
Well, now I'm just like, well, I think not more so. It's like I feel like anything is possible, yeah. But like I'm kind of like, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
You know, like when's the next tour? When's the next time I'll be able to play for an artist? You know, or like, because it's one thing I don't want to get caught up in is the moment.
Oh yeah,
right?
no.
I don't want to get caught up in the moment, just being like, all right, I did this one cool thing this one time, and I'm gonna ride off of that forever. No, I don't want to be that guy when I'm
I don't
40
think you are.
and be like, I played at the O2 Arena when I was
Oh my God.
23. You gotta listen to me and what everything that I say.
You're
No,
wearing
I'm
a
not gonna
hat.
exactly. Yeah, like I don't want
Yeah.
to hold on to that one thing forever. Like I want to
know.
continue to do things that are super dope, because
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, sometimes people get that one. Those couple 15 seconds of fame, and it just kind of runs to their, or 15 seconds of fame, and it just kind of runs through their head.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, cool, that was dope. But what's next? You know, it's like, can you do it again?
I
You know,
definitely
like,
get that vibe from you, like
so-
seeing all that you've posted since then, and like even when you're telling this story, I'm just like, but you've done so much after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
like,
I hear
think-
that. You know?
Yeah. Like I'm always looking to do, you know, like I said, like the next thing, figure out where else I can go, and yeah, like right now, like one of the next things is of course the band, and you know, programming for, you know, other artists and whatnot. But other thing too, it was just nice to like just be on the other side of the world and just see London. You know, see London, see other parts of the UK, because we were in London just for those first couple of days, and then we were in Birmingham the next day. The
next day.
I pronounced it Birmingham at first, 'cause, you know, we have Birmingham,
And then you went there.
Alabama. And so but no, when I was at the airport, like I was talking to like one of the passport guys or whatever, and he was like, oh, I was telling him all the places I was gonna be going, and he was like, oh yeah, that place is called Birmingham instead of Birmingham. I was like, oh, okay, good to know. So then I just started pronouncing it that way, and now it's just kind of locked in.
There you go.
So shout out to that guy.
Shout
and another thing too that was funny, because like I had to get, you know, give them my visa and everything so I could get the stamp, and the officer came back. He's like, yo, you're here with Karan Aujla. Like, is he here like right now? I was like, I honestly, I haven't even met the guy. You know, I really don't know. But like, yo, his fans are like,
they're die hard, bro.
No, like his fans are like no other fan base I have ever seen in my life. Because you got to think about it.
Yeah.
The most populated country in the world has a superstar that is from there, and they're all gonna go like super hard for him, right? So his fans make up a pretty large percentage of my following.
I love that. That's so sweet.
So it has its good times and bad times, because they'll be on my live, they'll be like, can you do this? Can you do that? I'm just like, no, I can't get you tickets to his show in India. Sorry, but
that is,
I'm not there. You can't meet him through me. Sorry, it's like I can't do that. You know,
that gives such a good perspective onto that kind of like life.
It's like you're on the other side. It was like, no, sorry, I cannot give you backstage passes or anything. It's like, you know, I'll give you know, like comp tickets to, you know, friends of mine that I know, because I actually had some friends in London that I'd met over social media like long ago, and it was nice to finally be able to invite them to the show and meet them and everything. But like as far as like backstage, like no, you can't.
That's kind of scary.
Not with an artist like you
no.
know, like him. So
especially if you don't know him like that.
Right, you don't know what fans like. That's like a legitimate security risk. Like,
oh
fans are
God,
crazy. Like,
I have
somebody
so many
literally
fears.
threw a shoe at Karan during the show because they were trying to get it signed or whatever.
No, that's weird. I've never understood that kind of thing, and I hope I never do. Oh my God.
Right, yeah, like that stuff is crazy, but yeah, but overall, like the fans were really in. Oh yeah, let me get back to like the performance aspect.
Yes, of course.
It's gonna sound weird, like. But when I was playing, it felt like a regular show.
That's
like it
really
was
good.
Interesting. Like it felt familiar, and part of that is probably because I like knew the music, and I also had notes with me as well. Because like, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's okay if you have notes and everything." I was like, "Okay, perfect.
Because you gotta have them notes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I felt really comfortable. I felt like I was playing. Like you kind of see like all the people out in front of you.
Yeah.
Because like growing up in church, like I was playing in front of people every Sunday, and then like I was saying earlier, I got the chance to play at like National Inventions, where you're also up there in front of a bunch of people, and it's being a live streamed to thousands of people or whatever. So it's just like being on a stage in front of a lot of people wasn't new. It's just this time it's at the legendary O2 Arena and everything. But I think the difference between this and church is like this, you know exactly what you're gonna do. Church is just like they might bring up some song you've never heard in your life, and it's like, oh my God, I gotta remember this. We're learning on the spot or whatever. It's like this. Okay, you know what you're doing. I had my in-ears in. I got my my Juicy Ears. It's a brand that I sponsor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're based out of California, and they have this product called the Juicy Fives. They're these 5-driver in-ears that are better than any 5-driver ears you'll get from Amazon or anything. People like they're it's amazing how clear they are. Like I had a rehearsal the other day, and I left my in-ears at the studio that I work at, River Rock. I do all their marketing stuff now.
Wow.
And finally putting my degree to use. Yeah, but
Okay, Eli.
yeah, right. And so I really noticed the difference between like the Amazon ones, because I had the Amazon ones as backups.
As backups,
And I
you're
was
like,
oh,
throw away.
And I really noticed the difference. I was like, man, where's the low end? That I had to crank up the low end in my mix and everything when I was at the rehearsal I was at for Known's Christmas concert that's coming up. Sorry, there's so many different things. But anyway, I had my ears in.
Or something?
Tomorrow.
What day is it? Friday. Oh my God.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
It's tomorrow.
And so, so I had my in-ears. Everything sounded really clear. Like I feel like I would not have been able to do that show on Amazon in-ears, because those are not as clear as the Juicy Ears. So I had, I had some sent to me. Like I'd reached out to them like a couple weeks before, and they were able to get some to me in time for the tour. So that ended up working out really well. So shout out to their service and repair team, because I had some, but I needed to get them repaired, and so they were able to send me back some new ones because they were still under warranty, and they were able to get them back to me. Like I said, right before the tour, ended up working out.
It's a good company right there.
I had a pretty decent monitors mix the first show. Like the first show was my sound check.
Stop it.
My sound check was the entire O2 show. After that, I was like, okay, I know exactly how I want my mix to sound and then everything, and so. The second show at what was the arena in Birmingham called again?
You said Birmingham.
Close enough. I'm American. I can get away with it.
I'm saying.
But what was it called? I don't know. But whatever it was called, that show, like as soon as we walked in, I was like, oh, I like this venue. This is gonna be a really dope show, right? And I had my ears mixed that time was perfect, and like the energy in there was crazy, and it was a fun show. That was probably my favorite show. And then we had after that show we had like 7 days. We were just kind of in Birmingham. Some of the guys went down to London, but we stayed in Birmingham because we all it was a cool area. We actually went to like a football match.
No way.
Yeah, at Wembley Stadium out there.
That's really cool.
That was really cool. Yeah, it was like England versus Finland or something. It was cool. So it wasn't like an Arsenal match or anything. That would have been really cool. But it was cool to see, a soccer match, and that was a really cool experience. We had nice seats, and it was really cool. And we had the last show in Leeds. Leeds was a nice city to visit. They had this really cool mall that was over there, and the Leeds show. I'm actually gonna post. I'm gonna post one of the videos from the Leeds show as a Christmas gift to the Karan Aujla fans on my page.
Aw, that's really nice.
So I'm gonna post one of the songs from there. But yeah, overall, I'm extremely grateful for the tour experience. Oh, I forgot this one thing. So the day backtrack a little bit. The day after I got the official call for the tour, I went to Best Buy immediately and I bought an Insta360 camera.
Oh, that's right. And it was like
so it's
over.
the camera. It basically has like a camera on this side and a camera on the other side, and using technology, it just splices the two images together to make a 360 effect.
Dang, that's really cool.
And so I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use this on the tour. So I get it set up. I'm editing it. And I remember posting, was it the first video I posted? No, the first video I posted, it was doing really well. Like I was able to mix the show myself. You know, I was able to get the files from the engineer, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to Josh, the front of house engineer. And I was able to mix the entire show on my laptop. I was able to do it the day after. Yeah. And then I posted the first video. It was doing really well. Yeah. You know, it was doing really well. But then the second video, I'll never forget this. I was at this little pub that was nearby. We were just sitting at a table, just grabbing some food. What did I get to drink? I think I got like a ginger ale or something. Yeah, like a ginger ale. Anyway.
I love ginger ale.
Oh, apparently a thing in the UK is like curry and beer or something.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
I don't know. But I got some curry and a ginger ale or whatever I had to drink. I remember posting the video around maybe 7:40-ish or so.
Yeah.
You know, and it was the video that. Oh no, well I'll get into what video it was, but it was one of the videos I posted with the Insta360 camera, and guess who reposted it? The artist himself.
Really?
Yes, and
That's so nice.
After that,
it
was about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
30 minutes go by, 100,000 views.
Oh my God.
We're just reloading and it's just going up. I'm just going up like crazy. I'm like, oh my God, I've never gotten this many views in my life. Like I feel seen. I need to like cover up or something.
No,
I don't
for
know.
real.
Like, it's crazy. Getting that many views in that amount of time. It's like, whoa. Like the other thing too is like anything he posts, all his fans are gonna just run towards it. Like I looked at like other videos that he's reposted and like all of them have a million views. It's insane. And so then, after that, like the next morning, it had about 1 million views, and it was like, wow, look at that, 1 million views. But it was the one, it was the intro to his song called "Softly."
Okay.
And that was one of the ones that I had arranged.
There you go.
And that's one of his biggest songs. So we put it at the end of the show. It has like an outro and everything. I've posted like 3 videos just from that one song. I've only posted footage from 2 of the songs in the show, which I realized. And there's a bunch of views on every single video. And so then after that, I remember hearing that, you know, they were having like a team dinner and the artist was like, yo, I really like all these cameras. Like we got to get like a bunch of these.
Sweet.
Right. Yeah. So I was hearing that. I was like, oh wow, that's cool. He liked all the cameras and everything.
Were they the ones that you got, or like did you get multiple?
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I just had one. He's like, he really liked the camera. Okay. And so then after the last show at Leeds, you know, we were talking about the cameras. He was like, yo, like these cameras are dope. We got to get like 5 of them.
I love that.
Right? And then now I'm seeing the result of that because at the end they're on tour in India right now.
Look what you did.
Yeah, and they have like the Insta360 cameras. Like they're going around with them. They have them in each spot with the band. I'm just like,
you're like, I did that.
Yeah, that's cool. You know, to see, you know, I had some influence outside of just the music stuff, and then it was nice just meeting like just his team too. His team was really nice and accommodating and welcoming of all of us. So it was just really a joy to work with all of them. So shout out to them as well, Deep and all the other executives that were with us the whole time, making sure we were good. So it was really cool just being able to be a part of something like that. Would love to do it again. If I end up getting the call, because the reason I got the call was because the original keyboardist Kirk wasn't able to make it because I think it was his first child was on the way. So they were just like, oh yeah, we'll get somebody else. Yeah. So I was somebody else. I was actually heard that I was the first call because I had already worked with them on the arrangements. They're just like, okay, he already's kind of familiar with how things are going. Why not bring him into play?
Absolutely.
And so, because of people like Dylan, putting word out there that I'm some amazing keyboardist or whatever.
Extruder, producer. I'm sorry, producer extraordinaire. I literally did that by accident, but whatever.
Now you see how LA messed up.
Yep. Because it sounds funny.
Yeah, but so like I didn't have to audition for it, but I was still the first call. It's like that's an honor to just be able to even be considered for something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really fun experience. I probably said that a billion times, and I would totally do it again. So yeah, tour was really cool, and it was really an honor for that to be like my first tour, because I know some people's like their first one might be like a theater tour or technically, actually no, my first tour was with Big Homie. It was like this educational tour.
Yes,
we were going to like different schools and stuff, and we were performing. Cool. We went up to like the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and everything. It was cool. So that was my first tour, but this is like my first like industry tour. Yeah, like overseas. There's a whole bunch. You have to have like the official like touring app with all the info and everything on your phone, and so that was a really great first experience, and I'm forever grateful that was my first thing, and it's a really great resume piece too. Like that's a great 100%. Talking point. Like when I go to NAMM, I'm taking that with me everywhere. Like, yo, I played at the O2 Arena. Like that's a pretty big accomplishment.
It really is, yeah.
That's rare, especially for somebody from Minnesota. So, to everybody that's an aspiring musician, it's like, hey, if I can do it, you can do it too. We're all from the same region. Like, shoot,
Oh yeah,
everybody is so talented here. It was just like I feel like, hey, if I could do it, you can do it too. Like just be like, okay, don't just be talented though. Like you got to be a good person.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because I've seen people miss out on opportunities just because of the person they are or what they became, and so it saddens me to see that, because it's just like, man, I want to see everybody win, but it's just like, yo, you can't. There's certain things you have to take care of if you want to be successful. You have to treat people with kindness. You have to treat people with respect, because like if there's anything I don't want to be known for is being disrespectful to people, or not showing up prepared to stuff. But like, so I always do my best to always treat people right. Or if there is something like a misunderstanding, I make sure to fix it right away, whatever it is, because like I don't want any bad blood with anybody, and I always try to, just be a good person. I feel like that comes from my background in church and how I was raised. Like I really respect my parents and how they raised me. It's like, hey, I don't want to give them a bad look either.
Absolutely.
So. Just like, be a good person, be respectful. Like that really goes a long way. Like even with the touring stuff, like you just have to be a friendly person to be around. Like, because there's some people that are nice, but it's like, they may not be the most fun people to hang out with. It's like, there's sometimes you just, like I said, just be a good person, know your stuff, know your music, and be a professional at everything that you do, and opportunities will come your way. You'll go to London, you'll do a bunch of dope stuff if you just keep the faith, be a good person, and be a great, even better musician. No, be a good musician and even better person.
Yeah, you gotta do that first. No, because I'm over here laughing. Okay, just a little bit, because I'm just like, are you sure you haven't seen the show? Because I was gonna ask you, what would you tell the people of America? And then you were just doing it, so I'm just like, you know what? Okay, David. Okay.
Maybe it's my natural podcasting skills.
No, I think it is, because I'm just like, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna just let you.
You can still ask. It's all right.
No, forget it. I'm gonna ask you something else. Oh, let me think.
Have you won a Grammy before?
Oh no. Definitely not.
It's on the way.
On the way, though. Yes. I got to give him to my production bag. So, but I've always just had this theory or feeling that like I'm just gonna win it by just being in the right place at the right time.
I think
just being in the studio, and then somebody pulls up and like, yeah, I'm here to record something. Let's make something happen. And then they're like making a song. And I'm like, yo, you should change this to this. And then they'll be like, okay, bet. And then they change that to that other thing. And then boom, next thing you know, that song just becomes a hit song, and then I have a Grammy, and it's like, wow,
And then you're like,
have a Grammy.
I have a Grammy.
That's how I think I'm gonna win one.
That's pretty
Just
cool.
be in the right place, or at least get nominated.
Like
something.
not for like something like regular like writing a song, but like being at the right place. That makes sense, honestly, because it's being in the
But
studio.
who knows? It might be something even better, like writing the song, producing the song, and then getting the Grammy because of that, and then I get the physical one because I like actually produced it and everything. That'd be really cool.
And you're so goofy. I love it. I've never gotten a chance to talk to you for real.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, I enjoy talking to people because I know like a lot of times in public I might just be a little more chill, relaxed. But I like environments like this where I really get to showcase my personality.
Yeah.
And to even let the people know viewing, it's like, hey, I have a personality. I'm not a robot that just stays at home and plays music. Like I love Mario Kart. Like Mario Kart's my favorite game.
Yeah.
If you think you can beat me, you can't. I will say that.
Meet my brother.
Like yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure something out because
He,
like I play like. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh good. Yes.
What
We
do you
definitely have to. Like yeah, that'd be great. See, like there's a couple ways that I know if somebody can beat me.
Okay.
The first question I ask is like, okay, do you play online? If they say no, I'm like, sorry, you can't.
I think he
can't
does.
beat me.
Yeah, he streams and stuff.
Okay, yes, yeah, we'll definitely have to get connected.
He goes
I'm
by
always
Kaiser
looking
Blue. Thank
for
you.
more people to race against.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I'm a Mario Kart player. I actually love well now I'm just going through all the stuff that I do besides music.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. We gotta put some personality and stuff in
yeah,
there.
like,
Music
I like,
personality.
Yeah.
And then personality. Yeah.
Mhm. But yeah, I like cooking. I'm an avid pancake cooker and enjoyer. Pancakes must have crispy edges, otherwise they're just I don't
Cakes?
know. No, not even that. Like they're just pan, I guess.
That's insane.
Yeah, just pan. Sorry to all you non-crispy. Like I need the pancakes to look a little dirty. Like it can't be like too clean looking.
What
like
are you
IHOP,
even
like,
saying
like,
right now?
like IHOP pancakes.
Yeah.
Like there's that. They like look real clean and stuff.
Yeah, they
and
look
then
clean.
you got like Ideal Diner over Northeast. Those pancakes. That's the type of stuff that I like. Where it just looks like it might have like a little piece of egg from the eggs they're cooking next to it. Like that's like I need some pancakes from like an old spot. I can't like if a place is too new, I don't order pancakes from there because I know they're not going to do it correctly.
This is why I was crying, bro. He's funny, dude. Like I'm just like, what you mean a little piece of egg? Oh my god, bro.
Maybe even a little pepper from the omelet they're cooking next to
pepper.
it. It might just be on the side, but yeah, that's what I need.
How you
my
eat your
pancakes
cereal?
to be. Oh, milk first. No, I'm playing.
Oh my god. I was gonna say saying that. No, you have to leave him saying.
Yeah, no, I like Cinnamon Life cereals. Definitely one of my favorites. Yeah, just pour, like regular cereal. Pour the cereal in the bowl, milk out. Yeah.
Do you like Captain Crunch?
Oh yeah. Of course. Yes. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Classic. Yep.
Yeah.
I have thoughts about Wheaties, but they're okay.
I've never had them.
Wait, what is it called? Like the mini Wheaties. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, those are different. But let's we'll end off with talking about you. But have you heard the Kendrick album?
I haven't.
Are you fucking kidding me? No way.
I think I did. I just listened to it once, so I don't really have any formulated thoughts and opinions on it as of yet.
Okay. Wait. Does that mean are you a Drake fan or a Kendrick fan?
I'm leaning towards the Kendrick side.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I just needed
because I'm American, so I gotta stick with my Americans.
Wait, when you went to Toronto, did you hear Not Like Us at all?
No, I feel like like I just wasn't around anywhere that was really playing music like that, or like like cars driving by. But
that's fair.
'Cause I'm trying to think. I did go there after it was released.
Yeah,
I
was thinking too because I was like, I think so. Yeah, because when you came back, it was it's Ice House, and I think Illism was playing or something like that.
Yeah.
And so by then it was out. Yeah, the album wasn't out though.
Yeah.
But I do want to say thank you so much for being on Musicality Mondays.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
it was an honor to be here.
Yay, thank you. And thank you so much for sharing your story and giving hope to people out there who might feel down and all that. you can do this. And
Yeah.
you can go on tour, go to London.
Go to London. Go anywhere.
Yeah. Do you have anything you'd like to leave the audience with today?
Yeah, kind of what I was saying earlier, you know, being a good person will go a long way. And be nice to people. Like, shoot.
Yeah, David.
Be nice.
Be nice to me.
Yeah, be nice to people. She's saying that like I'm being super mean off camera. Or something.
No, it's just
I promise
because
I'm being nice.
he's like kind of what I said earlier, just like
Because I feel like
I know.
that's something I started doing because whenever I'm talking to Braylon, my girlfriend,
Yeah, yeah.
I know I'd be repeating myself often.
Oh, okay.
So something I started doing to let whoever I'm talking to know that, oh, hey, I know I said this earlier.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying it again.
Thought you were gonna
Yeah.
be like I want you to know I said
Oh,
this
yeah.
already.
Yeah, no.
That's
So I
crazy.
started saying like, oh, hey, just alluding to what I said earlier. Just be a good person. I said, be a better person than you are, musician. And you'll go a long way. Keep God first.
Yeah.
In everything that you'll do. And I'm really grateful for my upbringing. And shout out to my family. They were my first supporters. And also another thing, keep a good circle of people around you as well. Have a mentor, somebody that could keep you accountable. One thing that I've been blessed with is to be able to know people in a lot of different musician circles. So like the church music circle, like of course like the people around our age group, like LA's age group, like those guys, and it's like a blessing to be able to, like, sometimes I'm on gigs with people that are like even older than my parents. So like that's super dope. Like I just get to do all these different types of shows and gigs, and I get to just be a part of that team for the time being. But like connect with people, network, post on social media. That's how I got to London, just by posting and having the right group of friends to be able to tell people, hey, this guy is dope. Be friends with people that speak well of you in other rooms and don't bring you down. Even for yourself, don't bring people down in other rooms. Like, if somebody's saying something negative, find something nice to say about that person. Because I don't like
hard.
negativity. So
Oh,
even if you don't like that person, find something nice to say. Find something nice to think about them.
Yeah.
I think this can be summed up and be a great musician, even better person.
Well, thank you so much for that. That's honestly, everything that you said is really true, and I really appreciate that. I don't think enough people say the good person part and good musician part, and going a long way with that. So thank you again. Make sure you go follow David at dsmithprod on Instagram, and he has a website, dsmithprod.com, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Let's go. All right. Yes.
Branding.
Go. What? Oh, I thought branding. Of course.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a good thing to have.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. But yes, thank you. Oh yes.
Musicality Monday
Yeah.
with Jazicality.
It's
Musicality, Jazicality. That's masterclass in branding, folks. Right
Thank
here.
you. Because Jazicality is musicality plus personality equals Jazicality.
Boom.
Boom. But yes, make sure you go follow David. Go get yourself a Musicality Mondays hoodie, and you have yourself a great Monday and week. Peace, everybody.
See ya.
Oh my God.
Musicality Mondays, Liddy Mondays, Liddy Mondays. With Jazicality Mondays, Liddy Mondays.